Thank you. Welcome, everybody. We have a roll call, please, Nancy.
Yes. Gillis?
Here.
Smith? Here. Bob?
Here.
Rose?
Here.
Cruzen? Here. Thank you.
Thank you. Everybody's had a chance to look at the minutes. If there's not any questions, I would entertain a motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That will carry. I do have one letter of resignation tonight. Dave Ehlers is going to resign as our Public Works Superintendent effective June 30th. We appreciate everything Dave's done for the city over his last 16 years, I believe. And we wish him all the best in his retirement. You can call him lucky. So at our next meeting, we will have an official vote to accept his resignation. That is the only correspondence I have this evening. Herb did not have, he did have a meeting. He's traveling. He is somewhere, I'm not sure where. But they had a fairly standard month. According to their only expenses were $90 from McCord grave decorations, and that is per Don McCord's will. Was part of his bequest was that we decorate his grave every year as part of what he left the cemetery. So that was his only expenses. We will have that fence down. If anybody's interested in buying a section of fence, get a hold of Herb. He'll be back at the end of July. And we'll get it down, and the new fence will be in, and I think it'll make some great improvements. But that's all there for the cemetery meeting minutes, and I would entertain a motion to accept.
So moved.
Second.
A motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That will carry. Thank you. Streets Department report. Dave had two other meetings. Incidentally, I gave everybody in the city, I decided Juneteenth was important enough in our nation's history that maybe the city needed to observe this. It was not so much a day off, but as a day to reflect on where we've come, where we need to go. If everybody would just be 1% better to everybody every day, we could make a heck of a difference in this world. So that's why we're meeting on a Tuesday as well. All the municipal employees received a paid day, including our officers, and we are just thrilled that we've moved on from that point in our life and keep moving forward. But so Dave had two meetings he had to go to tonight because I mixed things up. Public Works is working really hard. They're staying up on mowing. Fortunately, we're having a lot of rain, but they have, I know they helped. JFL had their crews in this weekend. Dave and the crew went up. They swept the track. They took down a tree, just helped out for the JFL so that they could be things, help just be safe. They've been working on the scoreboards. The mowing has really slowed down, and they have been able to do a lot of the patching as well as they did the tar and chip. In our previous meeting, everybody is really happy. I don't know, Charles, you're the only one that wasn't here for the first meeting. Oh, I'm sorry, Jim, you weren't here either. But they compacted the tar and chip and just did a really good job. So that's what's going on with Public Works. Oh, and Cody's not sure he wants to be the assistant. We're going to really help him on until we can get to a place that he's either really comfortable or I find somebody who wants to do this job. But bear with us. Public Works may be a little light, but we will get everything done with the steering of people that we have. That's Public Works in a nutshell.
Make a motion to approve the Public Works report. Second.
I I have a motion and a second to approve Public Works. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That will carry. We had no old business. So that leads us straight into new business and what everybody's been waiting for. I will have your first reading is discussion possible action for the fiscal year 24 residential non-TIF rehabilitation program. This is a $25,000 program that works exactly like the TIF grants, where first time grant is $2,500, second time grant then is $1,000. Works the same way. We will pay up to 75% of your project up to $25,000 and or $1,000 if it's second time. 2,500, yes, sorry. So I would,
I'd like to make a motion to read ordinance number 2023-12 by title only.
the total program is $25,000. Yeah, no, that's fine. On the second page, it tells that not to, that the whole program's $25,000 as well. So, all right. Joey made a motion to read ordinance 2023-12 by title only. Is there a second? Second by Alex. That's a roll call, please.
Bobs,
Yes.
Rose,
Yes.
Cruzen. Yes. Gillis,
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is ordinance number 2023-12, City of Farmington, Illinois, approving and adopting fiscal year 2024 residential non-TIF rehabilitation program. That is your first reading of ordinance 2023-12.
I'd like to make the motion that we would waive the second reading of ordinance number 2023-12.
Second.
I have a motion and a second by Alex. Sorry, Jenny.
Oh.
To waive second reading. That's a roll call, please.
Bobs,
Yes.
Rose,
Yes.
Cruzen. Yes. Gillis,
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'd like to make a motion that we adopt ordinance number 2023-12.
I'll second that.
And a second by Alex. That is a roll call, please.
Bobs,
Yes.
Rose,
Yes.
Cruzen. Yes. Gillis,
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Applications will be available for anybody who lives outside the TIF district. CEDC meets the fourth Thursday of every month, which means they do meet this week. Next item on new business is discussion possible action signs at Dimmitt and Jacobs Park. And Leslie, I'm going to defer to you on this, please.
Yes, thank you. Okay, we had discussed that I would like the main sign coming into Jacobs Park and the main sign at Dimmitt Park to be metal. So y'all have an example. This is just an example, okay? Star Metal Art made the sign for the chiropractor's office. And I just, Sue and George couldn't make a mock thing of it. But if you can just imagine, there's a back plate and then the front plate. The letters, this would be Jacobs Park and Dimmitt Park. There's not gonna be a tree or anything like that. Okay, it's gonna be very simple. And we also have, then you also have Watson Ridge that they made. Those are just the letters cut out. There's no backer plate or anything like that. The quote I got, basically they're the same quote for $975 a piece. Would be a sign made like this. You're not gonna have the little finales or whatever. At the top, they'll just be pretty straightforward, just like, square at the top. There's not gonna be any decorative things there. I thought this would be more durable, especially with, people, there's so many people and kids and everything, if we went with a sign like this. That's what the quote is for, $975 each. I do not have a quote if she just made, a sign that said Jacobs Park and the park in between the two posts. I did not get a quote for that. Because I thought this would be, a little more durable. We can pick any color, this here is like hunter green. The backer plate would be your color plate, and then the front one would be white, so that the letters would come through. We can discuss color later if this passes. Does anybody from the council have any questions, or which one do you like?
I like the one we got to put on. I think it'll be way easier to read, because I had one like this in my yard, and we couldn't read it once we got 5 feet away. They're nice,
Right.
they're hard to read, so you want something that's easy to read.
Right.
And do they have any kind of warranty on the signs, or do they tell you how long they think they'll last?
Well, they're powder coated, so they should last a very, very, very long time. I don't think there's any
I think mine
line.
was like 10 years old, and the only reason I don't have any more is because a tree branch fell on it and cracked it. So.
This is I think they quoted me like 12 or 10 gauge steel, so it's very, very strong steel. And then the quote also, as you can read, this I would like the city to install, not them, if it all passes. So it's just for the material. Material keeps going up, steel keeps going up. So if I would have brought this to you 6 months ago, it could have been, $100 cheaper, but steel keeps going up. So I'd love to give our Stoneman our business local to this project, and then the Pirelli sign, it's wood, it's always going to stay wood. Carl Powell agreed to make a new sign because the Pirelli sign is rotted. Really, 3D sign, I can repaint, I think it's okay. And then,
I'd like it, do we need a motion to go forward?
Yes, sir.
I would like to move that we actually proceed with, unless there's any concerns about that, with this specific example.
Well, those signs, the original sign at Jacobs Park and at Dimmitt. Jim, how long has the Dimmitt sign been there? You and I did most of that work, didn't you?
Yeah, back in the 60s.
So it's been there a couple days.
Yeah, well, what was, the Boy Scouts built the first sign, and then the Fun Time Committee come along.
and that was in the 80s, I believe,
In the
80s or
80s.
90s.
So every 40 years, we could probably get you a new sign.
Well, I've painted them before.
I think this
so
will last a good long time.
a long-
So Dave, you made the motion.
I think we need to go with this specific sign.
All right.
I'll second that.
I got a second by Joey. That is going to be a roll call, please.
Rose,
Yes.
Cruzen,
Yes.
Gillis,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Bobs.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Leslie, tell Sue to begin. If she needs a deposit or whatever, let us know. So
Yeah, it'll be a month or two. It's not like-
that's fine. But please have her get us on on the list. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you for your input and agreeing to it. I think it'll be great for both parties.
All right, so next order of business, I have a mayoral appointment. I would like to nominate Charles Fishbach to be the city treasurer. He's agreed to help us. I think he's going to be a good addition. He will help us prepare for the audit and such. And I will need a motion for that, please. I have a motion by Joey, second by Alex. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Very good. That means you get to get sworn in now. Nancy
Even if
takes
it's
care of all that, so. And we'd really, Charles, I think you've lived here for a while, but we certainly thank you.
You should go up there and where they can see.
Yeah.
Let me go on this side.
Do you want us to?
And you have to raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name,
I, Charles Fishbox,
having been appointed to the office of treasurer in the city of Farmington,
having been appointed to the office of treasurer in the city of Farmington,
in the counties of Fulton and Peoria, aforesaid,
in the counties of Fulton and Peoria, aforesaid,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
that I will support the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the city of Farmington to the best of my ability.
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the city of Farmington to the best of my ability.
Congratulations and welcome. Thank you. And start my hands on
Charles, really appreciate it. Thank you. Looking forward to working with you. And he needs to sign one of
This
these.
one stays with the city and that one's yours.
You can put it on your fridge.
Suitable for framing.
You have a council basketball team?
Oh, so you've heard.
We do now.
Sorry.
I'm as close to staying at Charles Barkley as anybody's getting. So, I am a moving pick. So, thank you, Charles. Certainly appreciate it.
That's yours.
All right, that is the end of new business. Brings us to committee reports. Jenny, do you have anything finance ordinance wise? Oh, wait, I got ahead of us. Never mind. Sorry, I do have a discussion on ordinance 2023-13. This might need to be another time for us to really digest this thing, and I know we got it to you late. It happened. But this is about protections for the whistleblowing. And normally I'd have Bill talk about this, but he also had two other meetings tonight. He is with us teams wise. But I don't know if we can get him loud enough to even.
Should we table that till?
Happy to try.
Well, Bill, we can also table this till next time. And then everybody can take a chance to, or take the opportunity to digest this further. And we can give it to, get it as an action item next time. Does that work?
It works, and it does take some reading because it comes to us from that Safety Act that was adopted that had a lot to do with no cash bail and things of that nature. So it's somewhat new thing. So that would be good. Everybody gets a chance to think about it.
So is that, if everybody go home and do your homework and kind of get, I know that part of the Safety Act was deemed unconstitutional, correct?
Correct, but I don't think this part was.
Okay, so it's part of our ethics background as well. So everybody, if you could take this home, digest it, and we'll bring this back next time. Good? All right, now committee reports. And Jenny already said she doesn't have anything. Sorry about that. Joey, so public safety.
Nothing to report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Nate is on vacation. Alex, you had a riveting street sidewalks and garbage meeting.
I did. And actually, I had one thing that I forgot, so I can bring it up. There are a couple of faded signs. There's one Vernon and Elmwood Road. It's a street sign. I know there's a couple others throughout the town. We're also missing a sign in front of the Moose. I think that's an IDOT sign. So I'm not sure how we would go about getting that replaced, but there are a couple street signs that are needing it. Speed sign or speed limit signs that are faded and aren't readable. Something I was going to bring up that it would be.
Pearl Street's really bad.
Yep. There's another one.
Make a list for me as you see them.
Yep, I will. I know of those two, but someone said there are a couple others, so.
All right. And we're going to limit parking in front of the firehouse for fire department only. And we're also going to make a loading zone in front of Reincarnation where they're moving in and out of their cars. So all things that we will see at our next council meeting. Leslie, anything further on Parks and Recreation?
Well, okay, so the new sign, I forgot to ask, does anybody have recommendations for the color? We can do black and white, or dark brown and white.
Why don't you
Right
see
now they're-
Bettina, and you can look at the palette that we have that we're using in the downtown and see if anything like that grabs you so that we can remain consistent.
That's fine. And the other signs are brown and white, but I think we can change. So is that fine?
Yeah, so let's get with Bettina, she's got the Sharon Williams palette,
The
so.
swatch book.
Okay.
Yep.
And there's some swings, I know, I call them like the handicap swings, you know, but like the toddler swings where there's actually a back to it. We've purchased 3 before. I think we're missing one at least, so I'm gonna look into that too. I think we need to update some of the swings for the, either the handicap child or, a toddler, so there's a backing and the straps, the straps cut. And so anyway,
Yeah, let us know what we
I'll
need.
look into purchasing, or getting maybe some purchasing some new swings for the little kids, okay?
Very good.
All right.
Thank you. Dave, wrap up for public grounds.
Nothing to report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you much. How about the audience? Jane?
Do you think Helly would give any thought to moving those benches somewhere where people might sit on them? I've never seen anybody on those benches.
See, almost every morning I see people sitting on them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, now I guess I don't get out of my family.
Eh,
Gotta get up early.
gotta get up earlier, Jane.
I
Oh.
don't
Playground
care.
equipment left at the old school, why can it not be taken out and put into a park to be used?
What's that, Betty?
All the old, I don't know how much metal equipment behind the old school uptown, almost like Casey's. I don't know why some of that can't be torn up with the loader and brought to some of these parks. So they have more.
Because those belong to somebody else, doesn't belong to the city.
Oh, okay, I didn't, that's what I, yeah.
Yep, those do not belong to the city.
Might as well
Hey,
ask.
you know what? Like, yeah. Kids may not be tough enough for those these days either. Anybody else? Jim?
Down at Denver Park, wonder why they had not put the porta potty in there. There's some families down there in the evening.
It'll be there this week. That's our fault. We got COVID mind, forgot to order it. So Dave and I talked about it today. You got it ordered.
Okay, thank you.
Donnie?
I got a question about, I live down here in the corner of North Golden Court, that tree right there at the end. Boy, it got to a lot of cracks in it, and, it really needs to come down, I think.
So I know Dave is touring, I think tomorrow, with Buzzkirk Tree Service about deadwooding trees and things that need to come down.
Yeah, and that sidewalk from that corner all the way past my house. Bad.
It all needs to be down ramped instead of this stupid coming across the street and gotta climb up onto a curb. Every curb needs to be slanted. Every week.
Well,
Remember back in the day when we had, Bank of Farmington had something with sidewalks and there was, can we check into that again? That was a very good.
Everybody paid a third.
Yes.
Homeowner, city, and Bank Farmington, they all did a third.
A great incentive.
So that's the only way you're gonna probably get the sidewalk done, unless you do it all yourself.
A TIF grant.
So there's
Well,
TIF.
TIF, you use TIF grant for that.
so,
Absolutely.
But I will talk to the Bank of Farmington to see if, I think they discontinued it because there wasn't any interest in it. And they would allot, it's like our TIF grants, they'd allot so much money every year and then they'd sign up. I will talk to the bank and see if they're interested in starting that again.
I go with my own money and I spray that stuff on the brick sidewalk on the west side, but that's the north side, all the way from the street. Got that tree right there, and it's so big, and it's damaged that part of that sidewalk and all the way down the street. Like grass growing, all the grass, all over the sidewalk, and it's like, you know.
Well, I used to battle the sidewalk and weeds, so it's a thankless job. But I will approach the Bank of Farmington and see if they're interested. Well, we have 2 other banks that may be as well. So. Anybody else?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Thanks, Bill.
Bye, Bill.
Appreciate it.